Okay, so the next thing we want to look at now is we want to see how we can set up assignment rule. So assignment rule is just us being able to assign different leads or different contacts to different users. So we can say we want to assign those people coming from the website, we want to assign them to a particular user, or we want to say those people who have the lead source as Facebook, want to assign them to a particular user. So we can set up all of this assignment rule in Zoho CRM. And to do that, you need to go into your settings tab, the setup jar. Then when you click on that menu, it is going to take you to the settings page. So now we are in the settings page. You are going to go into automation, and when you see automation, you are going to see the assignment. So when you click on assignment, it is going to take you to the page where you can set up your assignment rules. So now when you want to set up the assignment rule, just click on the button, create assignment rule. It is going to ask you for the particular module you want to create this assignment rule for. So please note that even if you create a new module, which I'm still going to show you how to create a new module, if you want to create a new module, you can create an assignment rule for that module also. So for this tutorial, let us create an assignment module for contact. So when you click on contact, it has been assigned. Then um you can name this assignment rule. So let's name it contact. So we are naming this assignment rule contact assignment rule, and you can add in a description if you want. And when you are done, you can click on next, and that is going to take you to this page where you can be able to add in a rule. So for this assignment rule, we can say that we want all of the contacts, that means all records, to come into this assignment rule, or we can say that we only want contacts that are meeting certain conditions. So we can say if you want to pick all contacts, we are using contacts, please remember that. And that means we can say if we're saying all record, if we are saying all record, we are saying all contact. So we can also say that we want only records that matching certain conditions, and we can say if they are coming from a particular place, or we can even say if the contact owner is someone, or we can say if it is created by a particular time. We can say the department is something. If you create custom fields also, you can use the custom field you have created. So we can say something like if they use a CRM software and their answer is yes, is a value. So we can say if they use a CRM software and is, we can say if it is a field or if it is a value. So if we are saying it is a field, we can say if there isn't a CRM software, we can pick a particular field. So that means if this is equal to another field, then that is what this particular sentence means. Okay, that is confusing. So what that means is that if you are picking any of this, for instance, let's say we have two different custom fields and we just created our custom field and we said maybe the first one is the lead source. So we can ask them what the lead source is. So we can say if this part is, let me see if I have source. Okay, I have one lead source here. So let's say we want to say if the lead source is, or if the lead source contains, or if it doesn't contain, you can use any of this. So if the lead source is, then we can use a value or a field. If we're using a value is going to be what options we have under the lead source, which is all of this. But if we're using a field is going to choose the available fields that we have. So we can say the lead source is equal to, if we're choosing field, we can say if the lead source is also equal to the contact source. So if you have another field called contact source, you can also add that in there and say if the lead source is the contact source. So you can do this for anyone if it works for your business process. You can also use the value if you want. So we can say if the lead sources, maybe social media, or we can say if it's a trade show, or we can say if it is Google, if it is Facebook, if it is Twitter, we can pick any of this. Another amazing thing you can also do is to add in another condition. So let's say we want to check for the lead source and we also want to check for the country. So if they're coming from a particular country, we can say we want to check in their mailing country or want to check other countries if we want. And we can say if the country is or if the country contains, then you can put in different values in here. So you can also use city if you want. You can use state. You can use number of employees. You can use the zip code. You can use tags if you want. There are a lot of things you can actually use. So we can say we want to check for those people that are coming from a particular country. So let's search up country, and we can say we only want to get people that are if their mailing country is, let's say, Nigeria. So if they're coming from Nigeria, we want to assign to a particular contact. I mean, want to assign to a user who is a Nigerian. So you can do this if you are a business that work with clients from all over the world. You can say you can have various people in your team be assigned to people that are coming from their country. And so you can say if the lead source is this, and if the mailing country is Nigeria. So you can say if the mailing country is Nigeria, then you can even remove this if you want. When you click on this red button, it is going to remove this particular step, or you can even add another one. And please note that this is hand. And means this and this must be fulfilled before this assignment rule can work. And you can also change this to or if you want. Or means any of these two can work for this assignment rule to work. So any of this condition can be fulfilled before this assignment rule is triggered. But if we are using hand, we are saying that both of these conditions must be fulfilled before this assignment rule can be triggered. And we can remove this if we want. So we are saying if the lead source is Twitter, if it is Facebook, and if it is Google, and they are also from Nigeria, we want to assign to a particular user. So we can say we want to assign this to a particular user, or we can use a role, or we can use a group. Remember that when I, the beginning of this course, I said a group is like a group of different users. So we can have a sales group, or we can have the production team. So instead of naming it group, you can say production team, you can say sales team, or you can say operations team, whichever one works for you. So if you have created a group already, you can create a group and assign multiple users in those group. So that means you can have a sales team that have 5 users. That means 5 people in your sales team or 5 people in your production team. So we do not have group, we only have user. And when you pick this, you can be able to assign this particular user to this set of people. So now I'm going to assign myself as a Nigerian. I'm saying that I want to assign a Nigerian user to people that are from Twitter, Facebook, and Google, and people who have their meaning country as Nigeria. So we can also say that we want to also match to users based on different conditions. So instead of picking one user and just assign to a particular user, we can say that if that user is meeting some certain criteria, that is when we should assign them to this contact. So we can assign this contact to this. So we can say if the user is from a particular city, if the user is from a particular country, we can even say if the user have their phone available, or if the user have the website, you can use any of this. Or if the particular role of the user is maybe manager or CEO, you can assign this. And remember that role is different from group. Role is having different roles in your organization, like the CEO, the manager, the sales manager, the assistants, and so on and so forth. So it's like an hierarchy where you are from the CEO to every other position you have in your business. So we can also say that if they are from a particular country, and if the country is, then you can put this in. So if the user is meeting certain conditions, then they are going to be assigned to this. And this assignment rule is going to happen when a contact is created. Since we are creating from contact, we are saying that when a contact is created, this assignment rule is going to assign contact based on the user's condition. Also use the Zia suggested user. Zia will be the one to be able to assign this contact for you. So if you pick this option, that is what Zia is going to do. but we cannot pick this option actually. But for this, let's just pick a particular user, and let's say Emma Glory will be assigned to this. We can also say that if we are picking based on online status or want to do shift timing, if you want, and we can still want to add in a follow-up task. So when this user is added to this contact, we want to add in a task, and when you click on add task, this is going to create a page where you can be able to add the task for this. So we can say if the contact comment, we want to be able to assign this task to the contact owner, and we want to say that maybe email this contact or call this contact or follow up on this contact. And when that contact is created and the contact owner is assigned automatically through the assignment rule, this task also will be created. So as you can see, the tax owner here is me, and it has actually added me already. And you can click on save and associate when you put in all of this. So that is all for the assignment rule. And when you've added everything you need to add, and when you've added everything you need to add here, you just click on save rule entry. And when you click on save rule entry, your assignment rule has been added and saved. So we are saying anybody that's coming from Twitter, from Facebook, or from Google, and their mailing country is Nigeria, they should be assigned to Emma Glory. Yeah, so that is for assignment rule. If you're a business owner and you're still looking at your Zoho CRM account and you still feel there are some things that are currently off, or there are some things that are currently not working, your workflows are not working, your blueprints are not working, your cadence are not working, we can help you with that. We offer comprehensive audits, and we are going to look at everything that is currently not working in your Zoho CRM account, and we are going to help you on the next steps on how to fix everything that is currently not working. If you need your comprehensive audit, you can click on the link in the description below and you can book your comprehensive audit with us. And if you also like this video, or if this video is very helpful to you, do not forget to like this video and also share to every Zoho CRM users out there that you know, and also subscribe to this channel because that will go a long way in helping us. Thank you so much guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.